This lesson will be on solving quadratic equations. Let's jump straight into an example. Solve x squared minus 15 equals 0. Now, when we're solving quadratic equations, the first thing we want to do is write it in general form or standard form, and that just means writing the equation equal to 0. So we've got that here. The next step we want to do is factorize. So let's go ahead and factorize x squared minus 15. That'll give us x minus root 15, x plus 15 equal to 0. Now, using the null factor law, the null factor law states that if we have a times b equals 0, then either a equals 0 or b equals 0. We're going to apply that law here. So that's the null factor law. So let's go back to our question. We have x minus root 15 equals 0 or x plus root 15 equals 0. Rearrange this here, we can add root 15 to both sides. X equals root 15, and over here x equals minus root 15. Let's have a look at another question. Solve 2x squared equals 50. Now, as I said before, the first step is to write this in standard form, which means writing the equation equal to 0. So let's bring the 50 over to the other side and solve 2x squared minus 50 equals 0. From there, we want to factorize. Now, the first step in factorizing is always, if possible, to take out the highest common factor. Here we've got a 2, so we can take out 2x squared minus 25 equals 0. This is looking good now because we've got a difference of 2 squares to work with here. That's going to give us 2 outside of x plus 5, x minus 5 equals 0, which will give us x plus 5 equals 0 or x minus 5 equals 0. And then x equals minus 5 or x equals 5. Alrighty, let's have a look at one more. Question 3. Solve 10x squared minus 13x minus 3 equals 0. So we've got it in standard form. It's equal to 0 at the moment, which is good. Let's go ahead and factorize this using PSF. So our product we're looking for is minus 3 times 10, which is minus 30. The sum we're looking for is minus 13. The factors look like they will be minus 15 and plus 2. Minus 15 times 2 will give us minus 30 as a product. Minus 15 plus 2 will give us minus 13 as a sum. So we've got the factors there. Now we can use those factors to split up this term here. 10x squared minus 15x plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. Let's group these first two together. That'll give us common factor of 5x outside of 2x minus 3. And over here we'll have, that's just got a common factor of 1 there outside of 2x minus 3. That's all equal to 0. Now, 2x minus 3, 5x plus 1 is equal to 0. Using the null factor law, we've got 2x minus 3 equals 0, or 5x plus 1 equals 0. Solving this, we get 2x equals 3, so x equals 3 over 2. Solving this one over here, we get 5x equals minus 1, so x equals minus a fifth.